Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, anxiety, or tension to melt away and feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. So as you breathe in and breathe out, realize that tension quite often is just a physiological reaction to a threat that isn't there. And as you accept and acknowledge the right here and right now, there is nothing for you to do other than breathe in and breathe out and give permission for worries and anxiety to just melt away. And as you acknowledge that, realize that as you make yourself more comfortable, as your eyelids fully relax and remain closed, tension is not necessary. As the tension melts away and you breathe in even more resourcefulness, you start to think about thoughts as being either conscious or unconscious, in the same way that physical actions are the same. You can blink unconsciously, and most of your blinks are. But you can also choose to blink whenever you desire. Most of your breaths in and out are unconscious, but you can choose to breathe in deeper and out deeper whenever you choose. Most of your thoughts happen without effort. These unconscious thoughts are not within your control. And while you don't control the unconscious thoughts, you can control how you think about those thoughts. And I wonder what would happen in the same way that as you organize certain things in your life, perhaps you organize similar clothes in similar drawers together, similar paperwork all clustered together. What would happen if you started to organize worries into different categories? And to make things easy, all you need to do is to think of two key things: how probable the worry is, and whether or not it's actionable, whether you can do something about it. As you breathe in and breathe out, you start to think that every worry would end up being in one of 4 quadrants of a matrix. You would start to think, if it's highly probable and actionable, then these are useful worries. And even if it's very low probability of it happening, if it's actionable, then you could still do something. But if it's non-actionable, whether the probability is high, but especially if the probability is low, then you can recognize the improbability. You can accept the lack of control, and you can redirect your focus to those areas of your life where you have more immediate control over your choices and actions. I want you to think about how much time you spend worrying about an asteroid hitting the Earth. You recognize it's very low in probability, but it has happened before. As you accept the lack of control, that you can't do anything to prevent it, you realize your valuable time, attention, and thoughts are better utilized thinking about those things that you can influence. As you breathe in and breathe out, you could think about something that is very unlikely, like getting sick from a rare disease while traveling. And although the probability is low, if there's a vaccine you can take or medication to prepare, then why not do that actionable thing? So then you can just enjoy the travels, knowing you've done what you can do. When you think about those things that are probable and actionable, sometimes you may worry that you can get a parking ticket if you park too long in a bay. But it's actionable because you could buy more time for parking, park somewhere else, or return before the parking expires. Those worries that are actionable help you avoid unwanted outcomes. So allow yourself to feel grateful for those worries that lead to action. And for those that you can't action, feel grateful that you now have a way of organizing them. As you feel a growing understanding of what is within your control and what is not, guiding you to categorize your worries effectively. You might need to do this consciously to begin with, but very soon your mind is becoming adept at assessing the likelihood of events, helping you place your worries in the right quadrant of an anxiety matrix. You start to recognize the power you have to take action in situations where it's needed, placing such worries in their rightful place of manageable action. And you can embrace a sense of peace with what you cannot change, placing these high probability but non-actionable worries in a space of acceptance. Your mind is honing the skill of rational evaluation. You're thinking a lot, so why not think with purpose as you distinguish low probability events where action is still possible. Release unfounded fears. Feel the release of worries that are unlikely and beyond your control, freeing your mind from unnecessary fears. And in those situations where you can act, feel a sense of focus and determination guiding you to effective solutions. Feel serenity in acceptance. In the face of inevitable events, find a sense of peace, calm, and serenity in the acceptance, and focus on emotional resilience. And where there is a small chance of occurrence, but still room for action, then why not take those preventative steps and then feel good as you let go of the worry. For those worries that are out of your hands and unlikely, notice how quickly the art of letting go becomes a superpower as you get to focus on the present. Feel your mind prioritizing concerns effectively, focusing on what truly matters and that requires your attention. As you develop a mindful awareness, it helps you discern between different types of worries, leading to a calmer state of mind. As you cultivate a balanced perspective that helps in distinguishing between real and hypothetical concerns, you realize that some worries are good and useful, and many are not worthy of your time and attention. Your confidence in decision-making is growing, aiding you in disseminating worries. If you can take action, they're useful, and if you can't, you're getting better and better at releasing the worry. An inner calm is growing within you, helping you to approach your worries with a clear and composed mind. And every time you let go of a worry you can't do anything about, you are reinforcing a skill, a strategy, and a feeling of relief as you embrace the power of rational thoughts to categorize worries based on the realistic assessments of probability and control. Practice emotional detachment from those irrational fears, helping you to see situations more clearly and objectively. And you start to get better in your ability to positively reframe situations, aiding in the effective organization of your worries. Before long, within seconds, you can identify a worry, identify low probability, and know in control in influencing it, and immediately let go. If there's nothing you can do about the thing, then the action is to focus your attention on other things. You develop a harmonious balance between acceptance of what you can't change and action towards what you can, placing each worry in its right place in the matrix. Breathing in and breathing out, you feel a sense of structure, feeling the ability to tap into skills you already have, like organization and discernment, feeling that you now have a tool and strategy in which to do things with your worries so that worries don't spiral out of control. Breathing in and breathing out, return to the present, feeling a sense of optimism and empowerment. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Feel connected in the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, optimistic, and a sense of feeling in control about how to think about worries and what to do with them. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.